2019 is almost over. A decade's almost closing, and we're looking at the future for 2020 for e-commerce. So in this video, I'm going to share 7 trends that I see happening in e-commerce for 2020 and things that you can implement on your store today to make sure that you're ahead of the curve. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Elle McCann, and I am the owner of Curious Themes Web Development Studio in Nashville, Tennessee. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I have been a Shopify expert for over 6 years now, and I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday all about Shopify and how to grow your online store. So in this video, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the top 7 trends that I see happening for e-commerce specifically in 2020, which it's crazy that we're here already. Every year just goes faster than the last. I guess that's what it means to be getting older. But I want to go ahead and share these trends with you so that you can start implementing things on your site now with the remainder of 2019. So that way, whenever 2020 happens, you can make sure that your site's already set up and optimized and ready for these trends. So the first trend that I see is still an increase in mobile shoppers. So in 2016, 2017, it was estimated that around 50% of shoppers were on mobile devices. And we're going to continue seeing that statistic rise. There are some statistics that are out there expecting it to be around 70% of online shoppers will actually be doing the shopping from their mobile device, which is huge. So my tip here is to make sure that your site is optimized for mobile devices. No matter what the mobile screen or tablet, you want to make sure that your site looks good. So the best way to do this is to actually pull out your phone, your tablet, whatever it is, and make sure your site looks good on those devices. If you've purchased a Shopify theme, you can go and contact that theme developer if you see any issues on your site. Or you can hire a Shopify expert to fix any issues or create any specific experience that you want your mobile viewers to go through. So make sure that your site is set up and optimized for mobile devices, because if it's not and it doesn't look good on mobile devices, with 70% of traffic coming from mobile devices, you're going to see a huge decrease in your conversion rate and your traffic, because people are going to come to your site on a mobile device and go, ooh, this doesn't look good, and then leave. So you want to make sure that you are set up and optimized and your site looks great no matter what device they are viewing your site on. The second trend that I see is that video content will continue to surge. So we saw this in 2019 of a lot of online platforms like Google and Facebook and other social media platforms really emphasizing video content. So that doesn't mean you have to create a YouTube channel like this one. You could instead just focus on how to create video content for your products. So that could be something like creating a how-to demonstration video of showing how to use your product in a video. You can also experiment with video ads if you're running any paid advertising, or reach out to influencers who already have YouTube or Instagram channels that they're implementing some video on, and you can go ahead and try and see about getting your product featured with them. Any way that you can create content that's going to feature your product, especially if you have any kind of instructions of how to actually use it, would be a great way to incorporate video on your site for 2020. The third trend that I see is that customers are really looking for more transparency from brands. So this is actually in a couple different ways. You see a huge rise of people incorporating social causes in their branding. So either they're showing that a portion of proceeds go to a specific cause, or they're showing that their products are ethically sourced, materials are ethically sourced, and people are being paid a living wage. So this is huge for just showing the transparency of what goes on behind the scenes of a brand. And we're seeing more and more customers who are really involved and wanting to make sure that they're voting with their dollars and what they're spending their money on is actually going to help people and not hurt people. We can also see transparency in terms of just brands showing behind the scenes of an order placement. So Amazon has really been the frontier for that, but with their prime shipping of orders being shipped in 1 to 2 business days, people are really starting to expect that level of engagement where they can see where their order is every step of the way, and they're expecting fast shipping. So if you were drop shipping, you're really disadvantaged here because those are a lot longer shipping times. An app that I really like that is new is called Mark. So what this app Mark lets you do is actually set up a video recording that shows the customer and sends them a video of their order being packaged. They can then see that everything's being packaged correctly, it's being packaged with care, and then they can get that video sent to them and also the tracking information as well. So it really shows a level of behind the scenes where people feel a lot more engaged and they're a lot more excited to get that order in the mail because they've seen it go through the process. So I really like this new app called Mark, and I really recommend that you check it out as well. I'm going to put a link in the description below so that you can check it out and sign up for a trial on their site. It's just another cool way to add additional connection and engagement with your customer while they're waiting on their order to be received, which is typically a time when people can get the most antsy. So it's a great way to hopefully minimize your customer support emails as well as reduce the amount of returns that they get because they're seeing a lot of the actual packaging and the process behind the scenes of their order. So make sure to check that app out. The fourth trend is focusing on user-generated content. So we can see this a lot with reviews, specifically on sites, or different influencers recommending products. So this is a huge way to get your brand and your products out there more. So it's one thing for a brand to be saying, oh, look at my product, it's great. But whenever you can see that actual customers have purchased the product and also really like it and are recommending it as well, that can really give a lot of social proof to a product where someone may not be completely sure if they want to purchase it or not. But as soon as they see those reviews on your site, then they're a lot more likely to actually go through with that transaction. So one of my favorite apps to do this is called Looks, and I have already done a video tutorial on this before, so I will put that in the description below, as well as a link to a free trial that you can get set up to integrate this on your Shopify store. But what I like about the Looks app is that it actually lets people submit photo reviews. So it makes it even more of a social proof because you're seeing actual user-generated content, which is the photo review of them using the product and giving their review as well. So you could then take these photo reviews and showcase them on other areas of your site or on social media or on paid ads as well. So I really recommend setting up this app on your site and getting those photo reviews start coming in for your products. Also think about reaching out to different influencers and getting them to review your product and interact with it as well, and have that be some of the user-generated content for your site as well. Again, the more people that you can get their hands on your product and reviewing it to a bigger audience, the better. So the fifth trend that I see happening for 2020 is a rise in voice search. So in 2016, 1 of every 5 searches online was done through voice search for things like Google Home and Alexa. This is going to continue to increase, and we can see some statistics saying that 50% is estimated to be voice search in the year 2020. So this means that you need to actually have your site set up and optimized for voice search. So this means actually optimizing your site for long tail keywords for SEO. So you need to be thinking about what people may be searching for whenever they may come across your product, any questions that they may have that can lead them to your product as well, and create content on your site, both in blog posts and in your product posts, that go through and answer these questions and have those long form keywords in there. So we're not going to go too much into that in terms of SEO in this video, but I'm going to link below to a full playlist that I have on how to optimize your site for the search engine. So make sure to check that out. The sixth trend that I see for 2020 is a rise in chatbots. So I may say chatbots and you're like, ugh, no, please, no. But they're actually super helpful. So think about it. Your customer support team, whether it's you or a whole team of people, can't be around 24/7 to answer questions. So this is where chatbots come in. You can actually set them up to have programmed a list of responses based on what the customer is asking, either if it's about your product specifically or about your brand, and it can go ahead and give automated messages back. Plus, whenever someone is around to answer your messages, they can then respond directly to them about any additional inquiries that they may have. So my favorite for this is ManyChat, and it's a great way to set it up to work with the Facebook Messenger chat program, but we're going to see a huge rise of chatbots because just consumers are wanting to get their questions answered as soon as they have them. So if you have a chatbot like this on your site, you're a lot likely to get those questions answered and actually get that order or that purchase because they feel confident in ordering from you then and are going to go through with the sale. So I really recommend setting up a chatbot for your site. And we actually have a tutorial coming out soon for setting up the mini chatbot. So make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet and be the first to see that tutorial as soon as it comes out. So my last trend that I see for 2020 is in personalization. So this doesn't just mean personalizing your products and having it to where customers can generate personalized material like that, but more just personalized experiences for customers. So email automation is huge for this, but making sure that you are segmenting your email marketing list and you are reaching out to customers whatever point they are at in their journey with you online. Not sending, just generic one-off emails to people, but making sure that you're segmenting your list and you're talking directly to your customers. So we've talked a lot about ideal customer avatars on this channel and knowing exactly who your ideal customer is. So many people say that their audience is everyone, but the truth is if your audience is everyone and you're trying to speak to everyone, you end up speaking to no one. So make sure that you take the time to go in and actually personalize your automated emails and responses if you're doing chatbots as well, and that you're really segmenting who you're talking to and you are being really personalized with the messaging throughout. That way you can give a better experience and people don't feel like they're just one of many, but you're speaking to them directly. So that wraps up my top trends for 2020 for the e-commerce space. I would love to know what you think, so make sure to comment below this video. Let me know if you think that there are going to be any other trends that I didn't mention, as well as let me know if you are implementing any of these apps or features on your site to make sure that your site is ready for 2020 and beyond. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button to be the first to be notified about any new videos that come out all about Shopify and how to grow your online store. Also, check out these videos over here for more ways to optimize your Shopify store for more traffic and sales. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.